Hello, my name is Suzanne McIntosh. It's very nice to meet you. Ina asked us to introduce ourselves, and that's the purpose of this video. I have been in the online marketing business since 2003. All the way from there up until most recently, have just completed a website for one of Ina's clients, Dr. Jackie Troyer. So together, Jackie and I have worked for the last 2.5 months together, working on under Ina's guidance and leadership into creating drjackietroyer.com. And I couldn't be more pleased for Jackie to see her business just take off gangbusters. I'm very excited for her. It was an honor to work with her. I have been developing WordPress websites for a very, very long time. However, with Ina and her program, I was introduced to a theme, to a page builder, to plugins and widgets and all kinds of things that I actually had not worked with before. So it was a really exciting time for me to learn and master some of the things that she sets as part of your course that you're undertaking right now. So it was exciting for me. drjackietroyer.com is one of my proudest accomplishments. I worked with Jackie very closely, and as part of Ina's exceptional program, it was all very step by step, orderly and organized, and Jackie being the project manager and me having that kind of project manager mindset, it was very cohesive, and I was really excited to be paired with Jackie and to see that project come to completion with the success that she's accomplished so far. I've worked with Jackie, as I mentioned. We worked together. We met at least once a week. I'm pretty proud of the fact that everything, and you'll see when you go through the course, she outlined all the sites, I think 10 different sites, if that's what's in your course, that she liked for content. And then she created another list of sites that she liked because of the aesthetics, the way they look. And I am very, very proud of both of us for incorporating. We ticked off every one of those boxes in some sort of format on her site. I think my strengths were I was able to, because we had such great communication, Jackie and I had such great communication, we discussed a lot. We brainstormed. We kind of put the pencils down. We recorded all the Zooms like I'm doing now. But we put the pencils down and just had a conversation. And when we did that, we kind of delved into each other's heads, and we could have a discussion and clarify some things, ask a lot of questions, give feedback to one another. And that was so helpful, that communication. So I was very encouraged that part of Ina's program really establishes that communication point from an early point in your process. As I mentioned, she had a list of things that she really loved about other people's websites. They were not necessarily in her niche or in her wheelhouse, but she saw things that she liked. She chose her colors, she chose her fonts, she chose layouts of pictures, she chose backgrounds. We were able to, she had a beautiful photo shoot, and we were able to use those with going back into some of her history and her experience of, she's had extensive experience in project management. So we were able to use the photos that were so beautifully taken by her photographer and create those images so that they fit the content of the website. And I was very proud of that we communicated that desire, and then we took what we had, we grabbed other things that we might not have, we had to go look for, and put them together. And I learned quite a bit of Photoshop in the last little bit, and to enhance and perfect the message. The pictures were beautiful. Jackie is perfection. We were able to use those photos and perfect the alignment with the message and the content and the look of the website. So I was very proud of that. The other thing that I felt we accomplished on her site was, being in project management, there are certain diagrams and flowcharts and things, and that was important to me to subliminally put, because she's attracting people who are desiring to enter into project management role or field, that we took that subliminal message and created it into the website. So you'll see, for example, her buttons are round ovals, and that's because that's a stop and a start, a starting point and an ending point in a project management flowchart. You'll see shapes. You'll see big blocks of shapes that incorporated the colors. There is an orange and a blue and a dark brown and things that meshed corporate the corporate formality along with Jackie's quirky personality that she so wanted to convey in attracting her ideal client avatar. So you'll see dashed lines, you'll see round circles, you'll see flowcharts, you'll see a definite methodology that I feel that we were able to put together pretty nicely. And again, we're both very proud of that project. I feel like it covers, it exemplifies Jackie and the project and the image and the message that she's so eagerly wanted to portray in her site. So she tells me she's happy, so that makes me happy. Again, so I think that my strengths in this are probably in communication. I'm probably an over communicator. So Voxer, we mostly use Voxer and Zoom messages, and we did meet once a week. We weren't required to as part of the program, but we met once a week. So, and there is a lot of outside of meeting time that I spent. I spent quite a bit of time learning about project management, getting some lingo, getting some quotes and things. Probably the last part of my contribution was I did do some copywriting for some of the different sections, and we had a lot of dialogue back and forth about that as well, making sure it was in Jackie's voice, because it is Jackie's message and it is her voice, but creating those pieces of her voice and putting it into the site so that the message just kind of flowed, and then you clicked and then you flowed and then you clicked and then you call, you make the phone call. So anyway, so I think that's what we were supposed to do on this video. So I appreciate the opportunity to be a part of this group. I do so much enjoy being a part of the Be Found Friends group because I get to see your wins, I get to see your questions. We actually get to participate and offer some answers if we know some things like that. So other than that, maybe I'm supposed to tell you a little bit about myself. I am married to Pete. We have a son, Jake, who just turned 27, and he and his wife live in Los Angeles. He's an attorney, and she is actually just took the LSAT, so she's going to law school as well. So, and then we have a dog named Finn, a rescue dog. And so that's pretty much my life. We live in Fort Worth, Texas, Central Time Zone. We like sports, we like animals, of course, we like reading, we like spending time outdoors, we are doing some landscaping. So it's kind of we've been an empty nester for a few years, but this is kind of our first year really empty nesting. And with the COVID-19, we've spent quite a bit of time together. So we've learned to be creative and do some things, spend our time wisely and do some things. So this couldn't have fit better with me for this Be Found project because of timing just in my career and in my life. So again, my name is Suzanne McIntosh, and I'm very happy to meet you. I'm very blessed to be a part of this group, and I look forward to seeing your successes online.